Hello once again, all you wonderful lovelies. 'Tis I, Gorilla Son, aka Lynn, and allow me to introduce you to The Cave by Double Fine. I know, this one came right out of left field. No one saw this coming. Unless you watched the Now What Next video where I asked what you guys would like me to play. But I couldn't really choose any of them, so I went with a couple. And I really love The Cave. It's by far one of the best video games I've ever played. It's simple, it's a little short, but it's really awesome. Anyway, and I'm just bragging too much. So, aside from there being no dialogue except for the cave itself, I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. You'll love it, I'm sure of it. And hopefully this will get Double Fine's attention to continue the series. So, without further ado, I already played a little just to get the feel and beaten it, so let's start a new game just for you guys. Yes.
Welcome. Don't let my sultry and mysterious voice startle you. For hundreds, nay thousands, nay, tens of thousands of years, people have come to me in search of what they desire most. Few find what they are looking for. Even fewer ever leave. Welcome to The Cave. That's me, The Cave. Yes, I'm a talking cave. Don't laugh. It makes dating hell. Besides, I have a really interesting story to tell you this evening, so pay attention. It's a story of 7 people and a glimpse into a dark place in each of their hearts. But be careful before you judge. There is a dark place in your heart as well. Someday you will find yourself descending my depths in search of what you desire. And you might not like what you find either. But enough about you. This is about them.
Alright, here are 7 main characters, and we can play as 3 of them at a time. Let's hear what the knight is.
The knight. He is on a quest for a sword of unequaled power and prestige. But will he find it before anyone else gets hurt? The hillbilly. On this fine night, he searches for his true love, but does desire burn too brightly in his heart? The time traveler. She is here to right a wrong 1,000,000 years in the making. Fortunately for her, yesterday is a new day. The scientist. She is on the cusp of a great discovery for all of humankind, and 100 million lives hang in the balance. The adventurer. She is hot on the trail of her lost companions and unequaled ancient treasure, but not necessarily in that order. The twins. They just want to go outside and play. What could be more innocent than that? The monk. He seeks his master so he can become the master. It's a journey filled with peace and enlightenment. And murder. I'm sorry.
Now, each of these characters have their own unique part in the cave, and they have their own unique powers. So to fully do this, I'm going to pick a character from each section of the cave. One from the beginning, the middle, and near the end. And the knight and the hillbilly are in the beginning of the cave, but the knight's more interesting. There are some unused characters that I found out that they scrapped from the cave. I thought they would have been cool. Like, one was a mafia don. Now that would have been interesting to see. The cave is one of those quirky little games. I know it took a lot of inspiration from, what was it called? Monkey Island, I believe? Where you were a guy basically going through the story, doing puzzles, and, you know, exploring. The cave is like that.
Whoop, you break it, you buy it. Just saying. I don't think that bridge has been safety tested with more than 2 people.
As indicated by the sign that says no more than 3. And let's see. For a middle character, I think I'll go with the twins. Another middle character would have been the time traveler, but her stage is a little eh. That's why I'll leave it for a later episode. But the way the game is played, all these characters are come to the cave seeking basically like a what-if scenario.
Careful. If that bridge breaks, there might be no way back up. And by if, I mean when that bridge breaks. Who am I kidding?
Like, all these characters have a decision to make. And when they don't know if they want to make the choice that they're given. So the cave allows them to explore the what-ifs. Like, if they make this choice. Oh yeah, the monk and the scientist are an ending character. Oh, and the adventurer is a middle character, but yeah, I decided not to skip her. But, you go through the cave, and the cave presents you with the scenarios. And then you make your choice based off of that. Somehow the cave is alive and is magical and has a souvenir gift shop.
Oh, I hope you're not here to visit the cave, because we're closed. A gruesome and horrific accident has occurred, and there's no way we can open. No way. I shudder to even describe to you what has transpired. For the nightmares will forever haunt your every thought. Well, if you insist. When I came in, we had no trinkets to sell in the gift shop.
Truly horrifying, isn't it, folks?
Oh, the humanity. I'll never be the same. Some things you can't unsee. What am I gonna do now? I can't lose my job. I need the health insurance. The cave is doomed without gifts. How am I gonna make my fiscal quarter projections now, huh?
I just love the dialogue.
This is the end of the cave. The end, I tell you.
It's beautiful.
There's nothing to experience here except bitter disappointment. Why would anyone visit a dark, damp hole in the ground without getting to buy an I caved and bought this shirt t-shirt?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hey, if you're gonna stick around, could you at least, pretend to be an indecisive customer paralyzed by choice? Oh, the humanity. I'll never be the same. Some things... there is a way I could reopen, allowing you fine adventurers to partake in the unique experience that only the cave has to offer.
Do tell.
I just need 3 small trinkets to sell. Just 3. Let me say that number again. 3. Take this giant novelty-sized key. It's cute, isn't it? Open the employee's back entrance. I'm sure you'll find some treasures worthy of the cave's gift shop.
I believe I will.
Haste makes waste is a stupid saying. Still, get cracking.
And that's the kind of comedic direction you can expect in this game. And it's effing hilariously awesome.
He is a funny little man, isn't he? I should probably fire him. I think he's dipping into the till.
No. know, but who would man the gift shop with such gusto? Things like that. Those are cave paintings, and they'll reveal more of our character's little backstory. I can't get to that one yet, but I will. And here we have our first little puzzle. Rather easy. They increase in difficulty along the way, but it's not that big of a thing. And now all the characters can cross. So yeah, basically the what-if scenarios, and you get to decide whether to continue on with the choice or to choose not to do it. It's really interesting. And here we have the first part of the knight story. Here we have a boy farming for radishes and a knight who appears to be having a heart attack. I don't think the boy has any medical education, so he's probably gonna die. And that's why we kept the crowbar. I'll just position the knight up here at the levers and such. And that's another funny, awesome thing. These little caption boxes that pop up with certain interactable items. They get hilarious. I cannot find a single oh yeah, this is what we have to try and get around. It's the crystal cave monster. A rare species only indigenous to the cave. I call her Crystal. For obvious reasons. But, each little puzzle, there's these little things we have to do. I, at this point, memorized everything by heart. And yeah, I can't find a flaw with this game, except for one teeny thing. It's a bit on the short side, especially when you know what you're doing. Alright, now we got the bucket. Time to get the monk's beginning story. Man, these things take forever to load. The journey 1,000 steps begins with a single one, and our young monk enters the monastery. Wonder how that has to do with murder. And if you didn't know what we needed the bucket for, remember that fuse box? You can't really touch it if it's being hit with water. So now we take this giant fuse and take it over here to what I would think would be the employees' lounge. It's not the best employees' lounge, but still. Let's have a soda. New grog machine. But that's not what we need. We need... oh dog, my dog, hot dogs. Would you believe this is on low resolution? I would love to play this on full, beautiful, rendered, but I couldn't, otherwise this would be slow as hell. The game is gorgeous. I mean, even at this being low res, I mean, look at the detail. It's fabulous. And here we go, and we're about to set the trap. So here we have our monk, pit of spikes with a hot dog on it, and this happens to be Crystal's favorite food. Sorry, Crystal. Don't worry, she'll be fine. And here we have the twins. Their concept of a character is rather cool. One character made up of two people. Cute kids in a happy family. Little do they know. I mean, look at those little bastards. Scheming, plotting. What are they gonna do? And you see that in the background, that was the Titanic and a UFO. And I believe that airplane belongs to Amelia Earhart. A lot of famous people and things have happened here. But yeah, when I said the flaw for the game was that it was too short, like, especially when you're familiar with it. That's where I think it had its flaw. That, and there are 3 stages that are repetitive and you cannot really not do them. They're mandatory. You'll see them as we continue to play on, but if the game was a little longer, like if it had DLC or more characters, it'd be cool. And yeah, these trinkets are from the other characters. That's the Hillbilly's pink bear. And this, I think... yeah, this is the scientist with the bag of money. These are showing from a previous playthrough. Because the original trinkets are supposed to be a crystal skull, a cursed guitar, and like an award for like an Oscar. But this is like a little Easter egg that you could see from the other characters if they did their bad things. If I can just position him over here. Sack O'Cash. Really, it's a cute game. This would be the Adventurer. Fun size sarcophagus. Click. Up we go. Well, look at the convenient placement of this elevator. I know what you're thinking. Why couldn't I just hit the elevator button when I was down here in the first place? Because it wasn't active. It's weird, but that's just how the game rolls. Yeah, if they added more characters for DLC, or if they changed up the 3 mandatory stages that you have to do, I would give the game a 10 out of 10. Maybe even an 11. But due to those small flaws, I would give it a 9 or an 8.5.
Well, that's one trinket. A far cry from 3 trinkets. Ah! Trinket numero 2. Maybe I didn't pay attention during math class, but 2 is less than 3. Ah! The 3rd glorious trinket. I have to say, you have surprised me. I figured you'd give up after 1.
But I think I'll play each stage
Oh, right. Sorry.
as its own video. I won't just like zoom through a huge thing. Okay, the old sign. The cave liability limited liability waiver for the cave. By entering this cave, the cave, you hereby agree to hold harmless the Cave Inc., its parent company, Amalgamated Aluminum Holdings, and all subsidiaries of the Cave, whether real or fictitious, in any and all injuries, physical, emotional, or spiritual, during the duration of your visit to the cave, and for a minimum of 1 year and a maximum of 5 years upon exiting the cave. The cave is also not responsible for any damage or loss or theft of or to personal items and clothing. You also agree in full to reimburse the cave for any damage you might or might not have caused during your visit. Enjoy your spelunking. That's very thorough for a cave. He must have some really good lawyers on his hands. Or his rocks.
Well, that was a close one. It does bode well for our intrepid spelunkers that they navigated that maze of intrigue. I have high hopes for this group, much better than the last. I think they may still be down here. I should probably get them out. Nothing scares away the tourist like a rotting corpse.
So, I'll at least play through till we get to our... I'll get it to where we begin the night stage, and I'll pick it up from there in the next episode. But let's at least get through this, and ooh, another night picture. And what do we have here? An opportunity. The knight has fallen dead from a heart attack, and our farmer boy here sees his chance to become something greater than what he is. Okay, makes some sense. So we're the red-headed farm boy. Man, there are a lot of bones and bats. Get it? 'Cause it's a cave. Alright, so now our twins. And our monk. And off the rope, please. Thank you. Down we go. The monk is one of my favorite characters in this game, but of any of them, I think my favorite character of this game is the cave itself. I mean, the cave is funny as hell. And although he says being a cave makes dating hell, I would date the cave. The guy has personality. Alright. So now we're at the entrance of what will start the night's journey. But we will pick it off in the next episode. So without further ado, I thank you all for watching. Please like, favorite, share, and subscribe for more content every 3 to 4 days. And I hope you've had a good day or night depending on when you see this video. As always, my lovelies, remember to stay beautiful, and I will see you all in the next video. But until then, I have to say goodbye for now.